일기장에 장난을 너무 많이 친 것 아닌가요?
이 정도는 괜찮지 않아? 그 녀석이 행복하기만 한 건 싫은데. 그럼 너무 쉽잖아. 모든 것을 기억한다면 그건 재미가 없지. 내 존재도 잊어버렸는데 그깟 기억 몇 개 잊어버린다고 무슨 일 나진 않겠지.
On the one hand, I sort of understand your point of view and what you're aiming at here. Another part of me thinks that you're an idiot because it's not like she has just been happy the last whatever years since she's forgotten about you. Though you would probably know that if you actually watched her. Then again, I think the wizard is the one who can do that and not you. And another part of me thinks, who cares about your childhood memories? I mean, I've repressed majority of what happened to me before the age of 10. Can't say that it's good that I repressed that stuff, since it can lead to some sad moments, but another part of me thinks it's good that I don't remember because there's probably a reason why that stuff was repressed, and remembering that stuff would probably not be good. And then there's a third part that's saying, who cares? It's childhood memories. You didn't really have all that functioning of a brain at that point or were really aware of things.
하지만 이런 식으로 계속 장난을 친다면 마지막 조각을 얻지 못할 수도 있습니다. 다 된 밥에 재를 뿌리는 행동은 글쎄요. 결과는 당신이 더 잘 알리라 믿습니다.
치, 그건 그렇군. 마술쟁이 네 말을 들을게. 한동안은 장난을 자제해야겠어.
Fine, Mom. I'll stop playing and paying attention. Pout.
한동안은 이군요.
어서 와. 오늘은 친구들과 같이 왔네?
Oh, Tay.
테이 선배! 네, 저 기억하시죠? 이 아이의 베스트 프렌드 소희예요.
I cannot believe that Soy is going for a guy when she has me. Shimby just nodded and said hi. Tay looked at us three and smiled. Soy looked like she was about to faint from that smile.
반가워. 마음 같아서는 느긋하게 대접하고 싶은데 지금 테이블이 거의 만석이라 얼른 자리를 잡는 게 좋을 거야.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
그럼 재밌게 놀다가 시온이 주문 받으러 갈 거야.
Tay must have been really busy since he left in a hurry. Soy looked disappointed to see him disappear. There's so many... There. I'm not sure if that is a correct abbreviation thing to do. Then again, there's so many people with the apostrophe would be correct, so maybe could be abbreviated that way? I'm not sure. There are so many people. I looked around the cafe and saw that it was packed. Can I just say that it really bothers me that the translation off and on changes whether the cafe has the accent aigu on it and sometimes it doesn't?
꽃미남이 하나도 아니고 둘도 아니고 셋이나 모여있는 카페잖아. 벌써 여기저기 블로그 같은 데에도 얼마나 많이 소개됐는데.
I'm sure if you look around long enough you can find a cafe with more than 3 hot guys in it. Really?
테이 선배의 사진이 인터넷에 돌아다니는 건 슬프지만 그래도 테이 선배 몸값이 올라가는 건 미래의 신부가 될 나를 위해서 좋은 일이라고 할 수 있지.
If there are pictures of Tay on the internet, do doll collectors realize, hey, that guy looks like that doll from Kobe Doll? Coincidence?
과대망상이야.
Of course it was Shimby who spoiled Soy's fantasies. We laughed for a bit and found an empty table.
바쁘다 바빠. 아, 저기 주문하시겠어요?
Xion came over amidst the craziness and said hi.
시온, 오랜만이야.
정말 오랜만이네요. 그런데 가게가 너무 바쁘네요. 오늘은 많은 이야기를 나눌 수가 없어요. 메뉴는 정하셨나요?
레몬티.
I'll have a secret garden.
난 신비랑 같은 거 마실게. 그리고 당근 케이크도 줘.
Don't you guys have any other different cake that is not carrot? I'd be very interested to see if you have some. Oh, like strawberry cake. Oh, now I want strawberry cake.
네, 알겠습니다.
Wait, but what? Lemon tea, 2 secret garden, and carrot cake? Let's look at the... Shimby said she'll have lemon tea, and I said I'll have secret garden. And Soy wants what Shimby had, so that should be 2 lemon tea and 1 secret garden. Come on, Xion! Get your game into the head. Or the other way around. Xion hurriedly wrote down our orders. Meanwhile, Soy looked around and asked,
오늘 왜 이렇게 손님이 많은 거야?
Didn't you say that there are hot guys here and that's totally the reason why someone would come here? Not because, I don't know, the atmosphere or the items or the prices? Or the quality?
오후에 하프 공연이 있거든요.
A harp concert? I noticed a harp just behind Xion. All this time I thought it was just there for decoration. They even have a concert with it. Xion blushed at my question and smiled.
네.
Who's playing? Xion grinned. Huh? Is it... Xion, is it you? Xion nodded shyly. Soy's eyes instantly lit up when she heard that.
놓칠 수 없다.
Please don't ever look at me with those eyes again.
오늘이 아니라도 가끔 연주를 하니까 꼭 들러주세요.
연주자가 주문도 받는 건가?
원래 직업 연주자가 아니니까요. 하프는 그냥 좋아서 하는 것뿐인걸요.
Yeah, but like many other hobbies that involve instruments, it generally requires several years of commitment to actually get to a place where you can play it enough to be nice to listen to.
공연은 오늘 늦은 오후에요. 하지만 오전부터 많은 분들이 와주셔서 너무 기뻐요.
The way Xion blushed reminded me of someone back home.
시온, 잡담은 그만하고 주문 다 받았으면 빨리 와서 도우라고.
들켰다. 네, 가요! 죄송합니다. 금방 차 가지고 올게요.
I just noticed, is your bow tie crooked? Or is it just my eyes that make it look like it's crooked? Xion left in a hurry after Mr. Hobin called him. A harp concert. That's so cool. Does he play the harp that well? I'm excited about what kind of music he'll play. It'll be epic rock. In harp style. On the other hand, Soy was grumbling by my side.
그보다 늦은 오후면 자주 보기 힘들겠다. 왜 낮에는 공연을 안 하는 거야?
What do you mean, late afternoon? What consists of late afternoon for you people? Considering you seem to be going to bed at 10, but I shouldn't talk about that since lately my medication has made me so sleepy that I do go to bed at 10 sometimes. I think I went to bed at 9:30 once.
분위기를 못 잡으니까?
Soy sounded disappointed. She suddenly turned her eyes towards me.
너
Huh?
이제 시온이랑 많이 친해졌나 보다? 반말도 자연스럽고 말이야.
Bizarro world. Isn't that what Eri said to Soy in a different route? What? Friendly? Come to think of it, I was being comfortable with him since Soy was by my side.
뭐 친해지면 좋은 거지.
Just stay away from Tay. He's mine. Soy shrugged her shoulders as if it was nothing important. Huh? Come to think of it, do I know Shion well? Considering that far as I know, you don't have a root with him, and he only played a somewhat larger role in Tay's route, but not enough that you knew more about him except that he runs errands and plays the harp. I wouldn't say that you know him well. Again? For the last couple of days, I've been feeling as if there are holes in my memories. I tried to trace back my memories, but I can't remember very well. I don't even know how well I know Shion, but I treated him like a friend just now. Which is very weird, I guess. I mean, if you meet someone often enough, it's not that bad to treat them like a friend and asking, "Hey, how are you? Is the family doing well? You play this? That is awesome." I don't know. I don't know the delicate parts of social behavior. Maybe it's not considered okay in most other places. I don't know what's going on with me. Oh, anyway, Soy, why did you bring me here? 'Cause there are guys to ogle at. Jeez. I hurried and changed the subject to avoid giving myself a headache. We came to Banjul today because Soy insisted. She said she had something to say. She made a fuss about how she had to tell us at Banjul. She was so insistent, Chimbi had to put off her busy schedule.
그래, 이제부터 목소리를 낮추고 말할 테니까 잘 들어.
Okay. I can't hear you very well. There are so many people.
그럼 가까이 귀를 대고 들으란 말이야.
Sure. I will gladly get my head close to your boobs and listen.
뭔데?
사실 나 말이야.
Soy was always straightforward, but she was being hesitant right now. What's so great for her to make such a big deal out of it?
나 사랑에 빠졌어.
We know. That seems to be quite common for you.
네 휴대폰 액정 화면이랑?
야, 아니거든? 이번엔 진짜야.
Soy's about to yell at Shinbi, but stopped for some reason. She seemed careful for some reason. Why should she be careful here? Because it's Tay and there are a lot of people who probably like Tay? I just blinked. So, who are you in love with?
방금 봤던 사람.
Shion? What? Then Shion? I was surprised thinking of Shion who just took our orders.
쉿, 아니야, 오해하지 마. 시온이 아니라 태희 선배야. 내 선망의 대상.
Why would you say the man that we just met when Tay is the man we met just before the man that we just met? Just say that the guy was the one who greeted us. Oh, Tay. So I looked excited like a little girl. But I was a bit disappointed expecting someone more shocking. And Shinbi seemed to feel the same. Soy's been acting weird anyway. Especially in front of Tay. She turned a bit girly whenever Tay was around. Well, it's not like she was a tomboy beforehand. Anyway, we all noticed something was going on. Shinbi and I were tensed up and leaning in closer to hear what she was saying, but as soon as Soy said that, we relaxed. Okay.
그랬어.
말하고 나니까 속이 시원하다.
On the other hand, Soy let out a sigh. She must have been really nervous to tell us. I was actually expecting it. It's not that shocking.
나도
뭐야? 조금이라도 놀라는 반응을 보이라고.
Okay, I have put on my surprised face. It doesn't look all that surprised. I'm not very good at showing emotions that much. Wow! Soy looked more disappointed at my forced wow.
아무튼 이 엄청난 비밀을 아는 건 너희 둘뿐이야. 너희 둘에게만 특별히 말하는 이유를 짐작하겠지?
To tell me to back the fuck off from Tay? In which it's fine because I'm sort of dating Red in this route and probably gonna go back to Nameless. No, I don't.
으이그, 너희 둘의 도움이 필요해서지.
Can't you flirt with him on your own? Uh-huh. Soy said while pointing her finger at Shinbi and I. Hang on, I'm translating that in my head. I'm pretty sure that should be Shinbi and me, in this case. Me. Shinbi seemed uninterested already. She was pretending to be E.T. and put her fingertip on Soy's. Ouch. Soy ignored her and pointed her finger at me.
특히 너! 태희 선배랑 친하잖아. 매일 같은 차를 타고 다니는 영광을 누리고 있잖아.
Oh god, how do you know that I'm in the limousine? Soy looked so jealous. Ugh, she says that because she doesn't realize how troubling it is. Soy lowered her finger and put her arm around my shoulders. I don't feel so good about this for some reason.
그러니까 내가 무슨 소리 하는지 알지? 친구 좋은 게 뭐냐?
Alright. But I get like 10,000 Taiwan dollars or I'm not sure what currency you use for 5 pictures with at least one of them of Tay in like, I don't know, the shower or in the laundry room. Deal?
태희 선배가 어떤 여자를 좋아하는지, 무슨 음식을 좋아하는지, 무슨 색을 좋아하는지 이런 걸 알아봐주면 이 소희님의 연애 사업에 많은 도움이 될 것 같다.
I'm going to change my personality to make sure that I appeal to my guy. Faking myself in front of him will be awesome. Also, I don't think people fall in love with someone because they wear clothes of the color that they like. Alright. I'll help with anything I can. So I seemed extremely satisfied with my answer and nodded her head. But first, my neck hurts. Can't she let go now? I don't know about Tay's taste in women, but if there's anything I can do, I want to help Soy. My best friend's saying she has someone she likes. I can't just stay still. I feel like I'm burning with determination along with Soy.
난 네가 실현을 당하면 케이크를 사줄게.
Because cake fixes everything.
그럼 부정 타는 소리 하지 마. 우리 둘이 얼마나 잘 어울리는 커플이 될 건데.
Yeah. Soy was getting ahead of herself.
좋아. 너희가 도와주겠다고 했으니 오늘의 목표는 달성했군.
I don't know if Shinbi saying she'll buy cake exactly helped, but Soy ended her story.
특히 너. 잘 부탁해. 태희 선배랑 친하니까 네 역할이 제일 중요하단 말이야.
I understand that you want to exploit me. Soy in love. I never thought this day would come. Hasn't she been in love like 5 times already in front of you? I never thought she'd say she's in love when she always got excited over cute boys and dreamed of ridiculous romance. She was actually serious this time. In the meanwhile, Xion brought out the drinks and cake. We carefully watched Tay and sipped our tea. While we were chatting, Soy mentioned she wants to give Tay a small gift. I told her something to eat might be good. I guess so. After talking for a long time, Soy said she'd go first since her mom was home. Shinbi left too, since they lived together. What the hell are you girls doing? Cats are doing something. I was going to the counter to pay when I noticed the cookies that were selling in front of the cashier.
아, 쿠키 좋아하세요?
Depends on what kind, and how many. And on my mood. Oh, are these chocolate cookies? They're dark brown, I'm guessing, unless it's white chocolate, in which case they'd probably be white. Also, wouldn't they say somewhere that what kind of flavor they are?
네, 수제예요. 안에 마카다미아도 들어있어서 맛있다고 평이 자자하답니다.
I don't think I've ever had macadamia nuts with chocolate before. But I've had macadamia nuts and they have a very interesting taste to them. Of course I'm gonna buy the cookie. Could I get a couple of these to go?
아, 네. 늘 케이크만 드시더니 쿠키도 좋아하시나 봐요?
Well, I would get cake, but I don't know if you have chocolate cake. So it'll have to be chocolate cookies. Oh, there's someone at home who likes them. You don't even know if he likes macadamia nuts, but you know that he likes chocolate, so I guess that counts.
아, 그러시군요. 분명히 그분도 좋아하실 거예요. 이거 정말 맛있거든요. 호빈 점장님이 특별히 강너머 베이커리와 협약을 맺으셔서.
시온, 계산 끝났으면 보내드려야지. 너 때문에 못 가고 계시잖아.
Unless there's like a line of people behind me all wanting to pay or something, I don't think there's anything wrong with like taking a minute of small talk or so, like, oh, they're great, you know, you enjoy them when you're home, you have a nice evening and all that. Xian was about to tell another story when Mr. Hobin came and told him off. Xian pouted, and handed me the cookies.
안녕히 가세요.
안녕히 가세요, 아가씨.
They were bickering but said their goodbyes at the same time. Funny. I opened the front door and entered the house with heavy footsteps. I was only late because I hung out at Banjul, but I felt tired for being out this whole time.
마스터, 오셨어요?
Yano said hi while munching on Red's chocolate snacks in the living room. I saw crumbs all over the floor and on Yano's mouth. Lance will definitely get annoyed if he sees this. He has no reason to be annoyed about it unless Yano doesn't clean it up. If he does, Lance needs to shut up. Red, who was watching TV beside him, turned his head towards me too.
히로인 왔어?
Red was munching on a biscuit too. That biscuit is definitely one Red gave me before. That sentence makes it sound like it's the same biscuit, which is weird since she apparently already ate it. So it would be better to say it's definitely the same type that Red gave me. Seeing that, I was reminded of what Tay said. He said a girl gave them to Red as a gift. But is it really okay for Red to just hand them out like that? As I said in the previous video, I'm not sure if maybe Korea just considers that a no-no. I'm more of the idea of once it's been gifted to you, it's yours, so you can do whatever you want with it. Yeah, Red?
어?
Those chocolate biscuits, who gave them to you? I pointed at the snack in Red's mouth.
아, 이거? 나도 잘은 모르는 앤데 맨날 과자 주러 오더라고.
Does she give a name? Of course. Red doesn't even know her name. That's why I'm asking if he does, because if she hands them with her name, and he doesn't remember, that would make him an asshole. If she gives them without giving her name, then she's an idiot. Maybe she's giving them to you because she has a crush on you?
뭐?
Red made a strange expression at my question. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have asked. I was flustered when I heard something vibrating. Ew.
전화 왔다. 잠시만.
No, it's Red's phone.
여보세요? 나야 잘 도착했지. 갑자기 왜? 내일 점심에? 알았어. 알았어. 다음에는 아이스크림 내가 사면 되잖아.
Is it a friend? I could tell just by listening how much he was liked by his friends. I could hear his friend laugh over the phone.
히로인 역은 아직 못 구했어. 마음에 드는 사람이 한 명 있는데 아직 확답을 안 해줘서. 일단 좀 더 기다려보자. 내가 더 설득해볼게.
Oh boy, my ears are burning. You're not possibly talking about me, are you? Red looked at me while saying that. Oh, no. Whenever I'm about to forget, he reminds me about the plaything. Well, good that he is, then, because otherwise you'd forget and then never think about whether you want to do this or don't. Red focused on his call again. I turned my head and stared at the TV show Red and Yuna were watching.
불러. 네가 감염되다니. 빨리 레드에게 연락을.
Somehow my mind read the word infected and jumped to Please Save My Earth, which... Yeah, that's a pretty good manga. The story of the show was reaching its climax. Red really likes watching action hero shows. I guess you can't ignore his release concept. Yuna was watching the TV with the same expressionless face.
연습 끝나면 우르르 같이 집에 가니까 좀 늦게까지 연습해도 위험하지 않아. 정 위험하면 내가 데려다 주면 되잖아. 그 여자 연극부원 말이지? 걱정 말고. 알았어. 내일 음악실에서 보자. 어냐?
Red hung up the phone. And he looked at me watching the TV.
히로인. 전대물 같이 볼래? 관심 있어?
Oh, it's fine. I was just watching it because it's on. I don't really watch these shows. I did watch action hero shows when I was little, but I'm not particularly interested now. Besides, don't boys usually like shows like this? And you have just pissed off all the girls who watch things like Sentai or Power Rangers and really enjoyed it. As soon as I shook my head, Red looked disheartened.
아, 히로인은 잘 안 보는구나.
Red's shoulders drooped a bit. So, you like action hero shows? Usually when people grow up, they think shows like that are too unrealistic. True, but depending on the show, they can have some good plots in them that are not too unrealistic. And they can have some really interesting and parts that seem really dark for kids' shows. So most people lose interest. Is it because Red was released with an action hero concept? Well, he doesn't look like an action hero, so I'm not entirely sure what action hero part of him is based on that. Aside from the personality, but he doesn't look the part. No, actually, Red might still like those shows because he never had a childhood. Neither did Yuri or all the other dolls.
무지무지 좋아해.
Because they fit your concept?
그런 점에서 동질감을 느끼는 것도 있지만 저 전대물 안에 레드라는 캐릭터가 너무 좋아.
Red pointed at the man in a red suit sacrificing himself for a dying teammate.
정의를 위해 숨겨진 힘을 가지고 있다는 설정이 나랑 똑같아.
Yeah, if he didn't have hidden powers, I'd hate that bastard. Hidden powers?
나에게도 숨겨진 힘이 분명히 있는데 아직 눈을 뜨지 못했거든. 저기 TV 속 레드와 똑같이 말이야.
I was a bit startled. Hidden power? Red seems to genuinely believe that. There wasn't a single trace of hesitation or deception in his eyes. You believe that?
당연하지. 나에게는 분명히 숨겨진 힘이 있어.
Red sounded confident about it. I didn't know what to say and just closed my mouth. Should I tell him that those things don't happen in reality? Well, considering there are people who are sort of perceptive of supernatural stuff, if you want to call it that, you know, like Yano, why would Red's idea of hidden powers be any weirder? I thought for a while.
히로인,
Yeah? I was thinking about this and that when Red called me. And he talked with a serious face.
네가 위험에 빠지면 내가 꼭 구하러 갈게. 그때는 숨겨진 힘에 눈을 떠서 널 멋지게 구해낼 거야.
I somehow have the feeling that's a referential foreshadowing to how one of the bad endings may play out. You know, bad ending, and something might happen to me, and then he'll realize his hidden powers and save the world, or something like that.
어때? 나 믿음직스럽지?
There wasn't any hint of nervousness or hesitation in that smile. Yeah. I didn't agree with him, but I ended up nodding. Red seems to strongly believe that he has hidden powers. Red looked at me seriously.
아직 내 이야기는 시작되지 않았지만 곧 시작될 거야. 모든 게 마법처럼 시작될 거라고.
Red's smile was pure and innocent, but I felt uncomfortable seeing it.
힘을 줘! 모두들!
Does he really believe that everything on TV can happen in the real world? I felt a bit worried. After taking a shower, I came back to my room and opened my diary as always. What happened today, I wrote everything down, including going to Banjul. Soy revealed her unsurprising secret. Is there any way I can help her? Should I try to sign him out tomorrow? Tay's pretty quick, so he might not fall for it, but... And Red really believes he has hidden powers. He was so serious about it that I felt scared to shatter his delusions. I was getting more worried about Red. Oh, come to think of it, I didn't even give him the chocolate cookie. I remembered that I still had the chocolate cookie from Banjul in my bag. I can just give it to him tomorrow. The cookie reminded me of the chocolate biscuits Red brings home every day. I think Red's just as popular as the other boys. A girl who likes Red. I didn't even know her face, but I pictured the girl who likes Red. I feel fidgety for some reason. Another day has started. Today, Yono came to wake me up. Everyone was enjoying their breakfast at the table. In front of me was the meal Tay cooked for me. I hesitated but opened my mouth. I should put my plan to action. Tay, can I ask you something?
물론이지.
I gathered my courage from a smile and continued. You're pretty popular at the academy.
내 입으로 말하긴 부끄러운데. 저런 이중인격의 인기가 많은 게 좀 이상하지 않아? 그보다 내 인기가 더 많을 것 같은데, 마이 허니.
Don't worry, I'll ask you about your likes if one of my friends falls in love with you.
글쎄, 날 좋아해주는 사람들의 숫자를 세어볼 수도 없으니 비교가 애매하겠는걸?
테이 정말 인기 많아요. 우리 반의 여자아이들만 봐도 반 이상이 테이를 좋아하는 것 같던걸요?
Are there really that many? I couldn't help but awe at Tay's popularity. I have no idea why he's popular either. I mean, sure, I went for his route as the second for the LP, but only because I realized there's something dark about him, which is what I wanted to figure out. But he doesn't show that side to anyone else, so why they find him interesting is beyond me. I didn't know there'd be that many. We're not even in the same year as him. Does that mean his whole class likes him?
아 왜? 우리 반 반장도 좋아.
Chi. Ixnay on the oisoi. Shh. I hurriedly covered Yono's mouth. Anyways, does any one of those girls stand out to you? I managed to stop Soy's name from coming out and asked.
글쎄, 별로 마음에 드는 아이는 없어. 그런데 왜?
I'm doing this for a school assignment. Tay looked at me as if he wasn't expecting my question. Good. Then that means he doesn't have his eye on anyone for now. Except me, but he won't ever admit that until the end of a route, maybe. So I might have a chance. Now all I'll have to do is figure out his taste in girls. Then you know, is there any way to describe Soy's characteristics? Upbeat, spoiled sweet, hilarious, a little too easily excited at times, but still a very loyal friend? That's how I'd describe her. You know, a noisy girl? That's too negative. A class president? That's too direct. Oh! Do you like girls with big boobs? Got it! The best way to describe Soy!
No.
My honey.
My honey, your boobs are the perfect size already. Lance dropped his chopsticks. Red got something caught up in his throat and spewed out rice. And Yuri looked at me with pity for some reason. What's wrong? Tay just stared at me without saying anything.
갑자기 그런 걸 묻는 이유가 정확히 뭐야?
I was thinking of getting a breast enhancement if you like them. Don't ask questions and just answer.
뭐긴 뭐야. 마이 허니도 이제 꽤나 대담해졌는걸? 하지만 상대를 잘못 골랐어. 하필이면 테이 아줌마라니. 다시 잘 생각해봐, 달링. 참고로 나는 작은 가슴도 큰 가슴도 모두 오케이야. 둘 다 각각의 매력이 있으니까.
I absolutely agree with you, Yuri. Although I have a limit on how big boobs can be. Once they reach a certain size, over that, a certain limit, then they are too big for my taste and they just make me aggressive. Tay seemed to panic for a while too and asked me. Meanwhile, Yuri was giving a perverted smile and smirking. How can you smile and smirk at the same time? I haven't seen him that tearful in a while.
큰 사이즈는 아니지만 열등감을 가지는 건 좋지 않아?
Where are you looking, Yuri? You're the one who put breasts on the table. Well, metaphorically.
마스터, 저는 작은 가슴도 좋아요.
조용히 하세요, 연호. 당신이 입에 담을 말이 아닙니다. 대체 밥 먹는데 주제가 왜 이따위인 거죠?
Well, I've been reading forensic stuff and, you know, bloody stuff while eating, so maybe I just have the stomach for it.
뭐야? 뭐가 어떻게 돼가는 거야?
머리 빈 당신은 좀 가만히 계시죠.
Lance glared at Yuri resentfully. Yana blushed. Everyone stopped eating due to my question. What? What's going on? What's wrong? You just have to answer honestly, Tay. I was asking for Soy. I had no idea the atmosphere would become this weird. All the other boys just stared at us too. Except for Yuri, who seemed to be having fun, everyone looked flustered.
총사령관, 뭐가 어떻게 되는 거야?
눈치가 없기는. 마이 허니는 테이 엄마가 큰 가슴에 연연하는지 궁금해하는 거야. 그래서 테이, 나도 대답이 궁금하군. 대답이 뭐야?
좀 더 상황 설명이 필요할 것 같은걸?
How is that a question that requires further explanation? Do you like them big? Or do you like a handful? Or do you like less than a handful? Or do you just not care? Red looked more confused at what Yuri said.
큰 가슴? 아, 그건 왜 궁금한 건데? 저기 나는 그러니까
I don't really care about breast size, because what you did in my dream had nothing to do with breast size. It was fun. Red's face turned red. I felt more embarrassed to see that. Why are you being embarrassed, Red?
정말 저질이군요.
You can leave. Lance gathered himself and started eating again. But Red was still flushed. The two are really so different. One too many R's.
너는 왜 그걸 총사령관한테 물어보는?
Well, today is Tay's turn. Tomorrow I'm gonna ask Yuri. Then I'm gonna ask you, and then I'm gonna ask Lance like next week or so, and Yona's gonna be in between. It's just random roulette on who I'm asking.
혹시 너?
No? Red pointed at me with a spoon and stuttered. Should I tell him it's not polite to point at someone? It's only not polite if it's done with a naked finger. I was waiting for him to finish when Red, with his red cheeks, asked me. His voice was small and feeble, unlike how vigorous he was when pointing at me.
총사령관을 좋아해?
No, not really. He's okay. What? No! How the hell did he come up with that conclusion?
그러니까 물어본 거잖아. 너는 그러니까 작으니까 큰 게 좋은지 물어본.
I only asked him if he liked big boobs. I never said anything about small ones. What did... I was suddenly lost for words. Red and I caught eyes, and our faces turned red as if they were about to explode. In my head, I thought of my figure and Soy's. So they were all thinking about my breasts? That's not it! I was just asking for Soy. Why were they thinking about me? 'Cause you're the main girl in their life? You're the one they have the most contact with and who is the most present? No! Now I understood why all the boys were stuttering just now. I shuddered with embarrassment. I'm going to leave now. I abruptly stood up and Yuri followed me.
부끄러워하기는. 알았어, 마이 허니. 시동 걸고 있을 테니까 마음을 안정시키고 내려오도록 해. 어른이 되는 문턱에 작은 발을 내디딘 마이 허...
Don't say anything! I buried my red face in my hands. I could hear Yuri cheerfully humming.
괜찮아? 뭔가 오해가 생긴 것 같은데.
Because you just didn't answer! But I was too mortified to look at his face right now. I want to say that was definitely a misunderstanding, but... this is so humiliating. At least you asked in the privacy of your home and not in public. Besides, I have to mention Soy if I want to explain. I can't do that. Yui seemed to enjoy my reaction and walked towards the front door. It's been a long time since the atmosphere was this awkward. Thanks to the misunderstanding that happened this morning, we all couldn't help but blush when seeing each other's faces. This is all because of Soy. No, it's because you didn't find out a better way to describe your friend.
정말 마스터는 테이를...
Yono, can't we stop talking about that?
네, 죄송해요, 마스터.
Yono carefully started talking but quickly shut his mouth.
아이, 마이 허니. 그렇게 부끄러워할 일은 아니라니까.
Yuri was definitely enjoying himself. Would he enjoy it so much if I started talking about dicks? Or, as he seems to think the word is very inappropriate, saying Johnson?
계속 이 소재로 이야기를 진행시킬 거라면 지금이라도 내리는 편이 낫겠군요.
Or you could just put headphones on and ignore us. You seem to be very good at ignoring people in general.
히로인이
제발 그 입 다무시죠.
The uncomfortable conversation continued for a long time and the limo finally arrived in front of the school gate. No, actually the ride wasn't that long, but it felt really long. As always, the crowd's cheer greeted the limo.
화제의 중심이 되어서 기쁘긴 하지만 불편해하는 걸 보니 빨리 여길 벗어나줘야겠는걸?
Please open the door as you finish the sentence. Yes, I like big breasts, or what type of breasts you prefer. Just to make things awkward when you step out.
저 녀석 기분이 좋아 보이잖아.
설마요. 누구랑은 다릅니다.
Yuri got off after Tay and Lance and Yeno followed after. It was just me and Red, both blushing in the car. We tried to say something to one another, but whenever we caught eyes, we just dropped our gazes. Finally, Red opened his mouth first.
히로인, 저기 테이를 정말...
I told you, it's a misunderstanding. I emphasized the word misunderstanding. Let's stop talking about that, please. Red's expression finally loosened after I pleaded.
그래? 오해지? 알았어. 그럼 먼저 갈게. 오늘도 무릎 조심해.
Girls were still swarmed outside the car waiting for Red to come out. Red was about to open the car door when he turned around and added,
아, 그리고 연극 얘기는 꼭 다시 한번 생각해줘.
Do I need to have big breasts to play the heroine? Okay. I suddenly recalled his phone call yesterday. The person he really wants to play the heroine. After Red left last, it was just me in the roomy limo. I made them misunderstand for nothing. I should have been more careful, but I was too eager to help Soy. I think out of all the boys, Red was the most shocked. The thought of Red naturally led to me thinking of what he said about the play. He was being so insistent, like when he asked me the first time. A play... Red seemed to seriously recommend me as the heroine. I've never acted before, but should I do it just for Red? I suddenly felt surprised. I think I fell for his insistence. Wow, brainwashing really is scary. I shook my head and got ready to get out. I should go to the classroom now. All right, let's get out now. The 5 boys drove the crowd into the playground already. Then I'll just sneak into the classroom. I leisurely took a step towards the gate.
그냥 보낼 순 없지.
No! Red, come rescue your heroine! I am in danger! Woo! Fainting noises! Someone suddenly grabbed my shoulder.
1학년의 그 여자애가 너구나.
I was startled and turned around. I looked to figure out who was talking, but in front of me were girls I've never seen before. Who are they? Seeing the necktie, I could tell they were upperclassmen. There were 3 girls in front of me. You already said that there are girls in front of you. What do they want from me? Ow! They grabbed my shoulders hard and I couldn't help but shriek!
그건 알 거 없고 따라와.
What? No! This is the bad ending music. But I don't think I'm getting a bad ending. I'm just gonna get a bad bullying scene. I didn't know what was going on, but it was definitely not good. I instinctively felt danger and struggled under the girl's hands. I felt her let go and ran towards the gate. Something hit my head. And then everything went black.